Mr. Id, are you done with work?
Yep, more or less.
Woohoo! I'm ready for my next sword lesson. Meet me at the church, okay?
Guess a few swings couldn't hurt.
Huh? Hey! Huh?
Well. Look at Mr. Popular over here.
Playing with the children was apparently part of Roland's job, too. Unfortunately, all I can do is teach them how to swing swords.
They're lucky to have a great teacher.
If you say so.
Meanwhile, we've been finding more of Roland's journals. Let's keep our eyes peeled.
Of course.
Done with the job already? You guys never failed to impress.
Any other requests?
Technically, yes, but... I know it's not really my place to say this, but maybe you should take the rest of the day off. You've already done wonders for our city, and we're grateful for the help. The last thing we want is our heroes overworking themselves.
I'll drink to that. How about it, Id? First round's on me.
Sorry, but I think I'll pass.
Well, at least you let me down gently. The old you wouldn't have bothered with an apology at all.
I'll say, you started off at, like, thorny cactus. But now, you're more like brick wall.
Thanks, I guess. Being around the crew helps.
Look at that! You even learned humility! Now work on that smile, and you'll be 2 steps from Prince Charming in no time!
Uh-huh.
On the other hand, folks like the tall, dark, and silent type. Just keep up the good work. I'm sure this city will accept you as the new Mr. Fix-Id in no time flat.
Oh, thank goodness you're here.
What's happened?
Something urgent. I'll explain, but let me introduce you to the captain of Seed Hollow's forces. He heard rumors of your good work and traveled all this way to meet you. Says he's got an important mission.
First off, I'd like to thank all of you for saving Seed Hollow. And Id, I don't know if you remember, but we've actually met before. Or maybe I should say fought before, when you were still working for the ringleader of Avia.
I remember.
We promise it's changed now.
Don't worry. I've already heard about how he joined your crew and took down Lilith. I've also been informed that he's now helping rebuild our war-torn city. Or am I mistaken?
No. I'm committed.
I wish we had the luxury of time to explore your motives, but unfortunately, there's something I need to request of you.
Ask away.
I'm sure you're already acquainted with the new tower looming above Seed Hollow Castle. Thing is, the church is gone, but it's still there. We kept a close eye on it, and it seems to have lost all its power. It's just floating along, like a big rock in the sky.
That makes sense. There was a primal beast acting as its core, but it's no longer here.
Well, a few days ago, I figured it was safe enough to send soldiers in to investigate. We discovered a bunch of monsters shaped like shadow people. We cleaned most of them up ourselves, but there was one that was different.
Different how?
I'd never felt anything like it. We were overwhelmed by waves of dark energy. Our forces couldn't even get close. Luckily, it didn't seem keen on leaving the tower. But with a threat that big, it's better not to take chances. That's why I'm here.
Ready for some ghost busting?
Of course. Avia summoned that tower. So it's my responsibility to tear it down.
Thank you. I know this is a lot to ask, so I'm registering the mission with the Crew Alliance. You'll be fairly compensated for your service.
Hate to make you guys rush, but could you start heading out? Please? We need you.
heard about your victory. On behalf of all the citizens of Seed Hollow, thank you. You've done our city a great service.
Always happy to lend a hand. If you ever need help again, you know who to call.
Keep watching that tower, though. A creepy place like that makes a perfect lair for monsters.
We'll be sure to set a watch, and I'll personally inform you of any developments. Well, it's about time I went back to Seed Hollow. Thanks again, and take care.
You aren't going to arrest me?
Ed?
You're the local Mr. Fix-It. The city depends on you. Why would I take you into custody?
It's my past. Well,
It is true you were one of Lilith's accomplices. And while I am interested in hearing an insider's take on Avia's crusades, now's not the time. After you complete a few more requests for us, why don't you invite me back to Folka as one of your loyal clients? Then we can have a chat over tea or something.
Thanks for understanding.
Least I could do for our heroes. Now I should probably get going.
You truly are something special. Even professional soldiers couldn't take down that monster.
fighting's about all I'm good for.
You need to stop putting yourself down like that. Hubris is bad, sure, but a little self-confidence never hurt anyone. You've improved the lives of the people in our city. That's something to be proud of.
But
Listen, I know you're new to this positive feedback thing, but just take the compliment, will ya?
I'm proud to be of service. But I'm still nothing like Roland.
You don't need to be like Roland. Just be the best version of yourself.
That's what Lyria keeps telling me.
Yep, you're your own person, Ed.
Okay, got it. Guess I'll give it a shot. Hey, you. Come back when there's more jobs.
Okay, why don't we try staying true to ourselves while working on our communication skills? Remember what we practiced, Ed?
Oh, right. Just leave it to Mr. Fix-It.
I never thought I'd see the day you call us together. I'm thrilled, but what's the occasion?
It's about Roland.
This got something to do with all his notes we've been finding? Been meaning to take a crack at him myself, but all that dimension-hopping mumbo-jumbo.
Well, after cutting through the jargon, I figured out that Roland had the means to traverse dimensions.
He wrote about the transceiver, right? The one he gave to Vern? Maybe it's the key. Hate to be a spoil sport, but a talking box isn't gonna do much on its own. Don't we also need Fix-It Dude's magic to open the gate?
I got that impression too, but his final transmission was less reassuring. Before all this mess happened, maybe he had thought he could escape any dimension on his own.
But luck wasn't on his side. Let's not forget he's stuck in Bahamut Versa's dimension. A pocket of space so powerful it could even contain Angra Mainyu's reality-distorting powers. It's no wonder that Roland couldn't open a gate.
And if an astral couldn't manage, what are we supposed to do? Grab a crowbar?
Hang on. I think I have a plan. 15 years ago, during the Dali catastrophe, Versa manifested in the Sky Realm to stop Angra Mainyu, right? Lilith managed to seal Versa inside of me during that incident. Your crew severed our connection, but a vestige of its power remains.
So Roland's magic failed because he drew on Angra Mainyu's power. But if we draw on Versa's even stronger capabilities...
then we might have a chance.
It's worth a shot.
My thoughts exactly. I never asked for that cursed dragon's power, but I might as well put it to good use. Besides, I can still feel that dragon out there. Hey, helmsman. Still remember where we last fought?
Sure do. I can get the Grand Cipher turned around in a flash.
So, is this the end of Mr. Fixit's reign as town handyman?
Come on, after all he's contributed, once we get rolling back, they ought to team up and take the handyman world by storm.
Let's cross that bridge when we get there.
First, we rescue Roland.
We're with you, Id.
Thanks, crew.
We've got your back.
Found it.
Hey, you okay?
Damn it all. I'm at my limit. Give me a hand.
Now's our chance.
Stay safe.
Where could Roland be?
Look who it is. This ends here and now.
Time has come to put Verso away for good. I'm going to need everyone's help.
Annihilation!
is on the verge of collapse. Hurry, Lyria. Get us out.
Right! We made it!
First off, let me say thank you all so very, very much. You too, Id. I'm glad that you're safe.
Right back at you. It was not long ago that I chose the wrong path and left only suffering in my wake. I committed sins no one could ever deign to forgive. Even so, this world offered me a shot at redemption. I need only look to the compassion of my newfound allies to see that.
Glad to have you back, Roland.
Yeah. We came to save you, but you rescued us instead.
No, no. I have brought you nothing but trouble.
This marks a new chance. I won't let it slip away. I'll do everything I can to atone. I must.
We were worried sick about you.
Same here. You sounded way too relaxed during your final transmission.
That's right.
Lilith raised me to subdue these skies, but your crew gave me direction.
Say! Who wants to grab a cold one back in Volca?
I could go for a frosty glass of apple juice.
Looking back on all that's led up to this moment, maybe there was a reason for the suffering, the strife. Though the skies won't tell me how to wield it, I was given this power, and I will atone for the sins of my past. I'm sure we can see eye to eye there, can't we? Oh God of destruction. The Sky Realm is under my protection now.
Back in good old Volca. Welcome home, Roland. Id was covering your butt as the local handyman while you were gone. He's like the local town celeb now.
My goodness, Id has a sociable side now. How long was I trapped in that dimension?
Huh?
Sorry. On a serious note, it does seem as if time passed at a crawl for me. Or maybe time as we know it doesn't exist where I was. In fact, it felt as if only a few minutes had passed before you suddenly reappeared to save me.
Huh. Now that you mention it. Mother once said time works differently in Estalucia. But I can't remember much else from the conversation.
Whoa. Now that's interesting. Maybe there's a connection with Versa's dimension.
Only one way to be sure.
You want me for the long haul. Sounds fun, to be honest. But I think I'm going to stick to handyman work for a little while longer. If that's okay with you.
No prob.
Well, well, well. It seems my successor has become my rival. Not that I mind a bit of healthy competition.
With both of you on the case, Volca's never going to have problems again. Forget Volca. Sega Grande's gonna be all fixed up like never before.
Captain, Sega Grande was one step away from oblivion. But you and your crew saved us all. On behalf of the residents of this skydom, we are eternally grateful that you've graced our lands. In truth, I realize that our humble slice of the sky is but one stop on your grand adventure. And that you could have easily concluded your business here the moment you sealed Bahamut Versa away. But you linked arms with id, and came to my rescue instead. Imagine that. When this all began, I thought I would be the one to save the day. Now, I suppose you'll be shoving off for the next skydom soon enough. It's going to feel lonely in Folka without your good cheer. If you're ever in the neighborhood, feel free to drop by and regale me with the latest tales of your daring adventures. Until then, I wish you and the entire crew fair skies as you embark once more into the blue. Captain, I say this with all my heart. Thank you for everything.
Wow. Mind if I take a closer look at that fine piece of smithery you've got there? I gotta say, Captain, you sure settle for nothing less than the best. This thing has been honed to near perfection. And I've got a special client that can take top-notch equipment to the next level. If you're interested, just say the word. Oh, this won't do it all. There has to be a way.
Is something wrong?
Why, hello, lovely and generous Skyfarers. Talk about perfect timing. I don't know if you heard the news, but a meteorite crashed in the eastern part of Zega Grande the other day. Turns out it's not a cosmic rock at all, but a big, mean, smashing machine. The whole skydom's gone on high alert. If I can't travel freely to sell my wares, I might as well hang up my merchant hat right now.
A machine from beyond the sky realm, huh? You don't think it could be an automagod, do you?
If it isn't, it definitely sounds like one. Obviously, there's only one way to be sure.
Ah, does it ring a bell? Well, the mission's available at the quest counter. But fair warning, be prepared for a tough fight.
Captain, Lyria, it's been a while.
Sandalphon, what brings you to this skydom?
I heard you've been quite busy here in Zega Grande. As Supreme Primarch, I apologize for being absent while the Astral Lilith and Bahamut Versa nearly wrought the world's demise.
should be sorry. Really could have used your help, you know? Oh well, at least it's over.
Indeed. Your crew defeated an avatar of the Dragon of Destruction. Proving yourselves to the world as always, I see. It calls to mind the time you and I squared off against our greatest foe.
Oh, him.
Yes, him. Given the world-shattering situation with Lilith and Versa, you see why I bring up Lucilius. He was father to many primal beasts, and reigned over the fallen angels with his 12 black wings. He was another astral who almost snuffed out the skies. I'm curious. Which battle was harder fought? Versa or Lucilius at Edtemenanki?
Gee, you're asking us to compare apples to gold bricks here, bud. But what I do know is that if it hadn't fought alongside us, we wouldn't be alive to even have this talk.
That's definitely a stretch.
So you're the captain's newest best friend. Seems you had your hands full watching over the crew. Thank you.
Don't mention it. But back to this Lucilius guy. How strong was he?
What a question. How does one properly convey such an answer? Perhaps if we tested your current combat prowess. Yes, it would be a good way to measure how far you've come. And seeing your foe's might is better than merely envisioning it.